Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV Current. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First, the headlines. FG to reduce drugs importation from 60% to 40%. Rice, tomato, yam, other food prices soar in May. NBS. IGP orders deployment of 35 commissioners of police. Ndlea UK Crime Agency signed MOU to combat organized criminal networking. 19-year-old, two others nabbed over kidnapped off Ondo Imam. And on sport, Super Falcons arrive Australia. The news in detail. The federal government is set to reduce the importation of drugs in the country from 60% to 40% to promote the local manufacturing of drugs. The special advisor to the President on Health, Salma Anes Ibrahim, made a disclosure at a workshop organized to strengthen the World Health Organization Nigeria Country Cooperation Strategy in Abuja. According to Anes Ibrahim, this is part of President Bola Tinubu's priority agenda to bridge the gap in country's health sector. Other priority areas include increase and improve access to equal health care services, national health insurance for at least 40% of Nigeria's population to ensure all citizens, including the vulnerable group, are beneficiaries. Amid hardship caused by fuel subsidy removal, the prices of food items such as tomato, rice and yams have increased in May. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) disclosed this on Tuesday in its Food Prices Watch report for May. An overview of the report showed that the prices of tomato, yam, rice, onion, meat have reached the rooftop. For instance, the report stated that average price of 1 kg of tomato yearly rose by 17.68% from 432.48 naira in May 2022 to 498.34 naira in May 2023. It said that the average price of 1 kg of local rice sold loose increased by 24.06% year-on-year from 447.51 naira in May 2022 to 555.18 naira in May 2023. Similarly, the report stated that the average price of 1 kg yam tuber increased by 22.84% year-on-year from 372.23 naira in May 2022 to 457.25 naira in May 2023. The NBS said the average price of 1 kg of onion bulb rose by 17.12% year-on-year from 387.53 naira in May 2022 to 453.86 naira in May 2023. Moving on to the next story. Acting Inspector General of Police Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun has ordered the deployment of 35 police commissioners to state commands and formations across the country. This was disclosed in a statement released by the Force Public Relations Officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi. Egbetokun assured that these postings align with the police leadership's commitment to enhancing policing, security, and maintain law and order in Nigeria. Among the appointed commissioners are Adelesi E. Oluwarotimi for Kwara State, Adebola Ide Hamzat for Oyo State, Augustina N. Obodo for Ebonyi State, and Samuel Titus Musa for Kebbi State. Anambra State will be overseen by Aderemi Olufemi Adeoye, Bauchi State by Awol Musa, and Ogun State by Alamutu Abiodun Mustafa. Others include CP Margaret Ochala to Police Special Fraud Unit Annex Lagos, CP Banji Ogunride to end the Explosive Ordnance Unit, CP Rhoda A. Olofu to Port Authority Police Western Lagos, and CP Karim Musa to Interpol Annex Lagos. CP Audu Dabigi is posted to Border Patrol Force, CP Abibo D. Ruben to Mobile Police Force, CP Adekunle Ismaila Olushokon to Welfare FHQ Abuja, CP Omolarai Bidun Olorutola to Special Fraud Unit FCID Abuja, and CP Abadewada S. Olufemi the Deputy Force Secretary, amongst others. Egbetokun told the newly appointed commissioners that they must adopt this vision and mission for the Nigerian police force. Their key responsibilities include ensuring the safety and well-being of citizens, upholding fairness and professionalism, and respecting human rights. Moving on to the next story. The the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ndlea, has signed a renewed Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with the National Crime Agency (NCA), United Kingdom. The MOU was signed by Buba Marwa, Ndlea chairperson, and David Carter, regional manager, West Africa (NCA) in Abuja on Tuesday. Speaking about the MOU, Marwa said the partnership between the two agencies would drive intelligence against the most complex organized criminal networks. He expressed optimism about the NCA's upcoming project with the agency's rebranded Criminal Intelligence Task Force (CITF). Marwa said organized criminal networks pose a grave threat to the life of citizens in the UK and Nigeria. It is therefore imperative to aggressively seek proactive ways of managing intelligence and enhancing capabilities for disrupting transnational organized crime syndicates, thereby justifying the need to sustain the renewal of this Memorandum of Understanding, which is another significant milestone in our collaborative efforts to combat organized criminal groups. Moving on to the next story. Moina Mohammed, a 19-year-old suspected leader of a kidnap syndicate, has been arrested in connection with the abduction of the chief imam of the Uso community in Owo local government area of Ondo State, Alhaji Ibrahim Bodude Oyinlade. Recall that Oyinlade was kidnapped last month on his farmland located at Asolu camp in Uso by armed men brandishing various dangerous weapons. Information had reported that 67-year-old Imam Oyinlade was later freed 24 hours after his abduction by the gunmen following the alleged payment of 2 million naira and negotiation for his release. However, Mohammed was nabbed by the police alongside two other alleged accomplices, identified as Aisha Bello, 20, and Isa Bello, 40, over the kidnapping of the chief imam. Parading the suspect on Tuesday in Akure, the Ondo State capital, the police public relations officer, PPRO, Fomilayo Odunlami or Misoya, said the suspects were nabbed after the wife of the kidnapped victim, Mrs. Bodude, came to report the incident to the police. Mrs. Odunlami revealed that the victim's wife had complained to the police that her husband, the chief imam, went to his farm and had not returned at the time of reporting his unknown whereabouts to the police. Immediately the case was reported to us, our officers swung into action, and at the end of the day, the man was released, but through our intelligence team, we were able to arrest this suspect. She further explained that the mobile phone used in the negotiation of the money collected from the family of the victims was found in the possession of the suspect. According to her, the suspect would soon be charged to court after the end of the police investigation. Moving on to the last story. The Super Falcons of Nigeria have landed in Australia for the 2023 edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup. The showpiece will be held in Australia and New Zealand from July 20th to August 20th. Super Falcons defender Glory Ogbonna announced the team's arrival on her Twitter handle. Glory to God for safe landing. The Radi Wadrum-led side will have all their group matches in Australia. They have been placed in Group B alongside host Australia, Republic of Ireland and Canada. The Nigerian team's first match will be against Canada on July 21st at the Melbourne Rectangular Stadium. The Super Falcons are the only African team to take part in all FIFA Women's World Cup since inception in China 1991. That ends the national news this hour from BGI TV Currents. Before we go, some headlines. FG to reduce drugs importation from 60% to 40%. Rice, tomato, yam, other food prices soar in May. NBS. IGP orders deployment of 35 commissioners of police. Super Falcons arrive Australia. Thank you for watching. For more broadcasts of for more updates of our broadcasts on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our programs. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Mo Rire.